Ravens get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Go.
Sula Cravens with a pick.
Wow.
He's able to take this one back to the
Go, defense.
36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Washington coming out for their next drive on offense. He looked back, Charles, in 2017, 7-9 for the Redskins, 3rd place in the NFCs, and missed the playoffs for the 4th time in the last 5 years.
Yeah, they've been just good enough to be in the hunt, but rarely have they gotten over the top, as you noted, missed the playoffs 4 out of the last 5 years. Offensively, in 2017, their offensive line was a mess. I mean, they were playing guys out of position, 3rd-string guys up in the practice squad, just trying to find some type of continuity that just wasn't there. But look over to the defensive side of the ball. Dead last in the NFL in rush defense. I know we pitch it around like crazy in today's NFL, but you've got to stop the run first, and Washington really struggled in that area.
Yeah, over 134 yards a game against them. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run with Thompson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Cousins now on 2nd down. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They run it here with Thompson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Throwing is Cousins. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it.
Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. 23 yards on the play. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Sacked back to the 13-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins, and about the guy who goes and gets...
He's got daylight, 30, past the 20, touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 75 yards, and the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On second down, it's Bell. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
But pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now a first down following that long gain. In motion is Grant. On first and 10, Cousins. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up second down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. In motion is Grant. On 3rd down, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins now. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Cousins on 1st down. Paul bringing it in. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Cousins in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back to the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Ben to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Go.
Monte Nicholson picks it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And tough starting field position here. Now Thompson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Second down, Cousins. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
That was good, was good. Yeah, I did not realize that.
Roethlisberger will throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Third and long for Cousins. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Sewer Cravens in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Defense?
From his outside linebacker spot, he comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A give. This is Kelly. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll keep it in the hands of Callis. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday.
They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their...
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the...
Let's go, Redskins.